$160 parking ticket? Fuck you, Virginia Beach. Nice, how fast? Did you just ask me how fast I was going on a parking ticket? Throwback to when the car insurance lady asked my mum for the front, rear and side views, but she didn't get the memo. That felt weird. Thanks, Eva. Hope those work. Susan, you look very nice, but I need pictures of your vehicle. Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path, and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. With all due respect, this is terrible advice for trains. My point was the plague disappeared without a vaccine. Yeah, because people died, you uneducated potato. Patricia Hill is the first to admit it. She killed her husband after he purchased porn. Wife admits to killing her husband after purchasing porn. I can see doing this. Porn will ruin a Christian home/family. It will corrupt you. Murder will also ruin a Christian home. She should have tried prayer instead. John Carpenter would have been 70 years old today. We celebrate his birthday by looking back at his 5 favourite films. To Rotten Tomatoes, despite how it appears, I'm actually not dead. EU must be joking. Brussels wants British holidaymakers to pay £8 visa for every time they visit one of the 27 nations like Spain or Italy after Brexit. Under new plans, Brits will have to apply to go to European nations with a £6 fee. The new system will apply to countries outside the European Economic Area. Britain will be affected if the government gets its wish to exit the customs union. Brexit's latest outrageous people who voted to abolish free movement discover that abolishing free movement means movement would no longer be free. I'm a lesbian and I have this friend who's also a lesbian, and she said that she'd be willing to date me, and she sends me pics a lot, but I'm not sure if that means she's actually interested in me. Lesbian, I literally would date you. Other lesbian, what does this mean? See, even women don't know what women want. Someone didn't really think out this JFK memorial. Tell you what, that's a pretty good shot. Is just Earth flat or all the planets in a solar system? Planets are round. The Earth is not one of them. Earth is not a planet? Hey man, when you sleep in the living room and turn the thermostat to 80, it gets hot as balls in my room. Can you not do that? I sleep in the living room because I don't have a TV in my room though. Dude, I've offered you my extra 42-inch TV if you want one in your room. Yeah, but you know I don't watch TV. Thousands of kids think that blue raspberry is a real fruit. It looks like you've posted something with a political theme. As such, your submission has been removed. Please make sure to read and understand the rules of the subreddit before posting in the future. Yeah, okay. Rima. It's not a butt plug. What is it? Double-headed Rima. It's for lemons and shit, Lamau. Well, shit. Don't put me on Reddit. 10 people in hospital after Manchester shooting. If this had happened in America, the BBC would be covering it, wouldn't they? And then he links off to a literal BBC article. Can't make this shit up. Just... people are really fucking dumb. Let's not forget about anti-vaxxers. There have been multiple scientific studies on the dangers of vaccinations. Show me one, please. Government controls the internet now, so I can't find what I'm looking for. Thanks for trying. Guys, it's always a government cover-up, you know? Every time something happens that doesn't support, you know, your opinion, it's a government cover-up, you know? The far right is using freedom of speech to forward their agenda of hate. I don't care whether it's a joke or not. There is no context that makes gas the Jews acceptable. You've just tweeted it, and seeing as the phrase is unacceptable in any context, I will now be reporting you to Twitter. Can we get a mic drop, please? Adopt a highway. Chris bangs family and friends. Oh boy. I have been thinking about this for a while now. How do we know, other than what we're being told, that water is made of H2O? Also, if that's the case, why can't we make it from people who need it? Like literally take 2 parts of hydrogen and 1 part oxygen and mix them and like, boom, we have water, right? Doesn't sound right to me. Where are the chemicals at? What am I missing? You have Kik? Wow, that's a yes. Yep. What's your Kik? You're messaging me on Kik. What do you mean? What? This app is Kik. Why are you asking for my Kik on Kik? Because you're being whooshed. People act like this is so hard. I'm 15 and yeah, I do have a really high IQ, 150s, and I can easily do integrated calculus in my head and easily calculate the amount of valence electrons in a nucleus. And yes, I'm also highly trained in quantum physics. By the way, I'm totally self-educated. There are no electrons in any atomic nucleus. Boom! Also, how can you be highly trained in something if you're self-educated? Guys, I'm a highly trained doctor. I've read a medical textbook one time. How to never get caught smoking weed. Got caught smoking weed. My advice, don't do illegal drugs. That's my advice. Part of being a boyfriend is being able to take good pictures for the gram. A good boyfriend wouldn't be using pictures of his girlfriend for drugs. Disgusting. Gram is short for Instagram. A heads up. A lie doesn't become truth just because people believe it. Exclamation point, news, fake, is CNN. Enter your response as a real number rounded to 2 decimal places. Sorry, that's not correct. Correct answer, 15.826. Your answer, 15.83. Hell yeah. So freshman year in the laundry room of Waddy, a girl spilled some laundry detergent on her and my laundry basket, and she was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I feel so bad. What gets laundry detergent out of clothes? Are they ruined?" And yeah, I hope she's doing okay. That sounds like a lot of sleep deprivation, Jesus. Good morning, I am taking Taco Bell to court. I overslept 1 hour and was late to my shift, but I still showed up to work. I was told by the manager that I would no longer be needed. I got fired, and honestly, it's because I'm a woman. I refuse to let injustice ruin this country, and women, it's our duty to stand up for what we know is right. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is probably satire. But OP says it's not, and says that this person is serious, and that they don't understand that being late to work is something you can get fired for. Hell yeah! Malaysian flag mistaken for American flag with ISIS symbols leads to Kansas lawsuit. Have you ever seen something so American that it tastes like deep fried butter? This is that. I'm sorry, but if your boyf doesn't show you off on social media, he's defo got something to hide. Just saying. Why would you not want people to see your goddess of a girlfriend? Why? Don't come at me with private relationship bullshit either, because it's a load of shit. Or maybe, just maybe, people like to have a little bit of privacy in their life. That's just my theory. But hey, what do I know? Like, look at the Twitch bot community, right? A lot of their careers wouldn't be there if people found out they had boyfriends or you know, husbands. Just saying. Don't come at me with that, they're not FOTS bullshit either, because it's a load of shit. If you're going... Actually, no, this needs a more southern accent. If you were going to ask me for pics, you're wasting your time. I go for more old school guys with class. And then let's just scroll up. So classy. A tape might exist of Trump doing something in an elevator. Well, exactly where that something is and what that something might be, no one in the media can say. That's because no one in the media seems to have seen the tape, or is even confident it exists. Guys, if you're gonna go after Trump, you know, can't believe I have to explain this. Go for stuff that's real. There is so much shit that you can go after Trump with. You don't need a result to shit that is unconfirmed or fake. Like, Jesus. The standard rabies treatments have an almost 100% fatality rate. The virus is harmless though. Only a moron would admit to a doctor that they might have rabies. It would mean certain death. You know there is no cure to rabies, right? Like, rabies is one of those diseases that is so deadly that if you get it, you're fucking gonna die. You can try and treat it, but you're still gonna probably fucking die. Just saying. Just saying. Just putting this out there for the flat earthers. Day, night. Day. No, at night the lamp turns off. Duh. And then it's posted to r/facepalm. And this is a whoosh. So, r/whoosh? Part 3 confirmed? Question mark? Pharmacies expected to run out of the EpiPens in days or weeks. Well, I'm sure if people stop fucking ODing, we'd have more. Bruh, do you know what the fuck an EpiPen is? Really? Well, I believe the Bible over this man, that's for sure. Pope Francis, there is no hell, fire, Adam and Eve are not real. The article it came from is satire. The Pope never said that. Satire doesn't mean it's fiction. To be honest, I kind of thought what is said in this satirical article, I don't know if it is or not, I haven't actually read it myself, but I thought that was real. Like, as far as, like, in school, we were taught basically, you know, these are just stories, don't believe them, they're stories, but they hold values, and they're not meant to be taken as literal. They're meant to be, you know, this is how we think it happens, so we don't know. Like, that's kind of what we were taught coming, like, I came from Catholic schooling for a lot of my life, but yeah, that's basically what we were taught, is, you know, these are stories, they're not meant to be taken as literal, you know, they're for morals, they're for explaining, you know, they're not real. But hey, what do I know? 18 months fully unvaccinated, in and out of hospital her whole life, every 3 to 6 months ends up admitted, fevers and stopping eating normally. Caught whooping cough Xmas 2017, back in with ammonia, they're pushing for flu vaccines. Advice? This is why I believe that not vaccinating your child is child abuse. So now we're going to read some comments that these lovely people that are clearly very educated have left below. Acupuncture. Do not vaccinate, let her heal. Her system is compromised. Do not make it worse with a vaccine. Vitamin C, lots of it. Read up on the wonders of high doses of vitamin C for immune systems. Essentials, oils, real ones, not the synthetic garbage you can get from the store. I suggest doTERRA's. doTERRA's? On Guard for immune support, and frankincense for cellular support. I could suggest probably a bunch more, but I would start with those. Just to begin with, add 5 drops of each to a tablespoon of fractionated coconut oil and apply to feet every half hour while sick. And when not sick, apply at bedtime and before you go anywhere new. Good luck! If you have any questions, feel free to PM me. Also, have the home checked for mold or any other toxic things that could weaken her immune system. You could also try a salt lamp. They purify the air, sending positive vibe y'all's way. No, please don't do that. They are just trying to follow their hospital's regimen. The flu shot has nothing to do with the health of your baby. You need to start seeing someone that asks you to vaccinate your child as someone who is asking to poison your child. They want her to get a vaccine while she is sick. No. They are taking advantage of parents at a vulnerable time. This child is always sick and in and out of hospitals. Double check the hospital birth records to see if that child was vaccinated against her parents' wishes. It does happen a lot. Alright, well, I've had enough of reading these, because to be honest, it makes me angry and annoyed. So I'm just going to flash them up on screen now so you guys can read them at your own leisure if you would like to pause the video. But yeah, not vaccinating your child and then being in and out of hospital with diseases that can be vaccinated against, like, you must be really fucking dumb, dude. Vaccinate your child, feed them a healthy diet, talk to them, make sure they get enough exercise, and you will have a healthy child, okay? To not vaccinate your child is child abuse. It's the exact same as letting them, I don't know, run around in their own fucking feces. Just fucking vaccinate your kids.